Good afternoon from the Daytona International Speedway. Today it is the season premiere of the 2017 ARCA Racing Series season presented by Menards, and we'll be going racing here from Daytona very shortly with the Lucas Oil 200. I'm Rick Burton here in the broadcast booth, here to deliver 24 laps of racing from Daytona. It is the season premiere, race number 1 of the 2017 ARCA Racing Series season. Today marks the 54th time in history that the ARCA Racing Series has competed here on the high banks of Daytona. We're happy to have you along with us this afternoon as we're going to be getting ready for a great show here from Daytona. We have 40 drivers lined up on the starting grid getting ready to go racing here for 24 laps. We have veterans, we have champions, we have former Daytona winners on the starting grid, but we also have the rookies, the young kids, the drivers who have never competed here at Daytona before, and they're going to be getting ready to go over 200 miles per hour for 24 laps of racing in pretty much the biggest race of the 2017 ARCA Racing Series season. On the pole, you see the number 10 of Kyle Weatherman on the pole here at Daytona, driving the Weatherman Motorsports Ford, and they'll start next to the rookie, the number 13 of Rico Abreu. Row 2, Tom Hazard in the 25, and Myatt Snyder, one of the drivers making his first ever start at Daytona in the Cunningham number 22. And running out the field, two-time Daytona winner John West Townley in the 05. The Job Chevrolet will run out your top 5 in 5th place. In 2017, we'll be having 19 races across the board for the ARCA Racing Series season. We'll be visiting tracks like the Super Speedways, Daytona and Talladega, the short tracks, to dirt tracks, to road courses. It'll be a wide variety of tracks for a lot of teams and different drivers to make their way into the NASCAR Top Series. Kicking off here from Daytona, Kyle Weatherman and Rico Abreu on the front row. Enough with the pre-race news. Let's sit down trackside for the starting command.
Drivers, start your engines!
And now the pace car will lead the field onto the track so they can complete their pace lap before we go green this afternoon. Kyle Weatherman and Rico Abreu make up your front row, and it appears all 40 cars successfully fired up their engines and are now rolling out of pit lane. We had a total of 46 entries show up here today, but only 40 made the show, meaning 6 drivers did not qualify for this race. This race was supposed to be run yesterday afternoon prior to the Sprint Unlimited, but rain came and rain washed out the race and postponed it to right now. Right after Daytona 500 pole qualifying, what you saw, Dale Earnhardt Jr. grabbed his second career Daytona 500 pole for next week's Daytona 500. In a few days, next on Wednesday night, the NASCAR Can-Am Pro Series 2017 season premiere begins from New Smyrna Speedway. Check that out here on March 531 in a couple of days from New Smyrna. In the field, we talked about 40 drivers starting this race, and you have a lot of veterans, a lot of guys with experience, like the 25 of Tom Hazard, like the 05 of John West Townley, like the 30 of Terry Jones. You have Mark Thompson, don't forget about the 8-time winner Bobby Gerhart. Then you have a couple of champions, Mason Mitchell, Grant Enfinger. Well, then you got the front row. A couple of kids, a couple of young guys. Kyle Weatherman, Rico Abreu, along with 4th place starter Myatt Snyder in the 22. It is a packed field, a lot of competitive cars. Probably one of the most competitive fields we've ever had here from Daytona. They're making their way into the tri-oval, coming down the line. The fans are on their feet, down to the green flag. The 2017 season premiere begins here at Daytona. And a pretty good start by both drivers on the front row. It's a drag race. Racing down in the turn number 1, Rico Abreu getting a nice push from that 22 of Myatt Snyder. Down in the turn number 1 they go. Side by side, door to door, drag race. Double file throughout the entire field, making their way through turns number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway, Weatherman on the inside, Rico Abreu leading the outside line, and Abreu not giving up. Here comes the push from Myatt Snyder to the 13 of Abreu. They remain side by side. These guys got to be careful. These bumpers do not line up correctly here in the ARCA Racing Series, so they got to be careful when they're pushing around this track, making their way Off turn number 4 into the trioval to complete lap number 1. Give the lead to Kyle Witherman at the line. By Abreu still fighting back on the outside line. Help from Mike Snyder. But Witherman has the experienced pusher of Tom Hazard behind him on the inside lane. Also has the 05 of John West Townley, who is a 2-time winner at Daytona in the ARCA Racing Series. Here comes the push for Abreu down the back straightaway, and now Hazard will be put in the middle. Here comes Townley making a 3 wide. Benjamin now makes a 3 wide, possibly 4 wide, but no, Townley backs off. A smart move by the 05 of Townley. But Benjamin and Townley getting aggressive on the backstretch helped Ricky Abreu have a little bit of a run on the outside of the 10 of Weatherman. Now they're 3 wide. Blake Jones below the yellow line, and so is Mark Thompson. Ooh, watch out. And Blake Jones sideways off. And Thompson trying to make his way onto the track. Watch out, Blake Jones. And Mark Thompson still below that yellow line. Not quite sure what happened to the 66 and the 77, but look how far back the 77 has went Blake Jones. And Thompson still can't get on track. Nobody letting that 66 car get on track. He may be okay here. Oh no, he's going to stay below that yellow line. Now he finally works his way up to the field. Now they're 4 wide. Will Kimmel, Rico Abreu, Cass Gralla, Bobby Gerhart. And now Gus Dean running the... And we have 1 car off pace. Will Kimmel looks like he had to get out the gas here for a moment. And now Gus Dean below that yellow line. He gets loose. Same exact thing with Blake Jones. Now Gus Dean will have that issue. Trying to slow down. Not trying to cause a crash when coming back up the track. And look how far back Blake Jones has fell. I mean, he is right now 38th, and now put Gus Dean back there now in that 98 car. And we have a couple of packs now, and we have a new leader at the front now. The 55, Dalton Sargent, has now moved his number 55 Toyota to the lead. Help from the 21 of Scott Sheldon. Leading the outside line now is the 25 of Tom Hazard and the 30 of Terry Jones, Cass Gralla, and Rico Abreu. And now we have Sargent, Scott Sheldon, Justin Haley, and I don't know what they're doing. They're coming out of the trioval. Maybe there's some oil down there. Maybe there's some sort of a prop. There's something going on with these cars not getting out of the trioval normal. There's Thomas Pruitt now having an issue slowing up all these guys in the back. It may be a glitch with this track. I'm pretty sure it is. But anyway, here comes the 21 now. Scott Sheldon for the lead. There's Abreu in the middle. Tom Hazard behind. Terry Jones on the outside line right up against the wall through turns 3 and 4. And they remain side by side. Dalton Sargent on the outside, leading the outside line. He has pusher Bobby Gerhart behind him. Scott Sheldon, rookie Justin Haley pushing him on the inside lane to the front. Right now, Sargent hangs on to the lead. And look at this from the spectator view. A great angle, a great camera angle view. And Dalton Sargent's going to clear the inside lane. Help from the 5 of Bobby Gerhart. Look at the push he got from Gerhart. Now Snyder makes it 3 wide, and top to bottom goes the 5. Bobby Gerhart on the inside for the lead. Abreu goes out the track. Here comes Mason Mitchell in the middle lane. Help from Kyle Benjamin in that 28 car. Making the way out of turn number 4. And we have an issue on the 13 of Abreu. Off the pace goes Rico Abreu. Looks like he lost his momentum on turn number 4. And of course, still again going to the inside lane. This time, Mike Snyder and Matt Kurzieski. They gotta be careful. I'm still not sure what's going on with these cars. Just gotta be careful when they're trying to come up the track. Snyder merges his way on to the track. Austin Cindric's back here. We have Sean Core. We have a lot of good cars. We have Grant Enfinger, Dylan Martin. The pack is getting spread out because of this issue we're seeing out of the trioval. And now look at Benjamin getting through in the middle. He dumps Mason Mitchell, leaves him hung dry on the outside line. Now he has help from the 05 of John West Townley. Dalton Sargent continues the lead here from Daytona. Bobby Gerhart second now. Scott Sheldon on the inside line in third. Dalton Sargent running a partial schedule for Kyle Busch Motorsports in the NASCAR Cabrera Truck Series in 2017. You have Bobby Gerhart running the quadruple this during Speedway, so he's attending the Daytona 500. He's running this ARCA race, also scheduled to compete in the Truck and Xfinity race next weekend. As now, here he goes to the outside as they're 3 wide entering turn number 3. Scott Sheldon now in the middle. Here comes the 74 Justin Haley. Cass Gralla behind him. Ty Majeski through the middle in that 17 car. Making the way from turns number 4. Townley's in the wall. Townley hit the outside wall. Slows down Kyle Benjamin's momentum. There's the 32 of Shane Lee. The 15 of Nicole Bihar. And continuing to lead now is the 55 of Dalton Sargent. Jumping forward time for venturing in motorsports in 2017, you have Justin Haley, one of the drivers who is scheduled to compete in next Friday night's Cabrera Truck Series race. Same with Kaz Gralla, same with Austin Cindric, same with Rico Abreu. And Grant Enfinger also going to be competing in the truck race next Friday night. As we remain side by side for second place now. Kaz Gralla on the inside, Justin Haley on the outside. We have Josh Williams. You have Travis Braden, and there's the 21 Sheldon scraping the wall off turn number 4. Got this lead pack being led by Sargent, Terry Jones, and Will Kimmel trying to hang with the lead pack. Because now we have a battle for the lead. Here comes the 20 of Cass Gralla for the lead in turn number 1. Josh Williams coming up through the middle. You have Travis Braden behind him. You have Cass Gralla. We have Rico Abreu now making his way back up to the front in that 13 car. Mason Mitchell in that 78 pushing. Shane Lee, Nicole Bihar, Kyle Benjamin in that 28. Great racing here at the front. And now, oh, look at Gerhart. 4 wide comes the 5 of Bobby Gerhart. An aggressive move in the 5. Can they get 3 wide? Coming out turn number 4. They make contact. Haley's in the wall. And there they go. Talley's in the outside wall. We have a wreck in the tribal. It's going to be a big wreck as they're all piling up all over the place here in the front straightaway. The caution is out at Daytona, and it's a huge wreck, the big one. ARCA brakes. Tyler Aldi runs right into the 42 of Bola Mastis. Nowhere to go, and they're still wrecking Townley. I mean, look at, there's Ed Pompa now getting involved, the 27, and look at Blake Jones. Hard on the gas to avoid the number, is that the 17 of Majeski? It is. The big one has struck here from Daytona. The 74 Justin Haley involved. The 9 of Thomas Prater, Ed Pompa. A lot of damage from the 17 of Tom Majeski. Eric Caudill on the number 11. There's the 21 of Scott Sheldon. The 05 of John West Townley, Brian Finney. There's Andy Size in the 02. Dustin Knowles. Damage on the 52, Matt Krzyzewski. Tyler Aldi, Nick Higdon, Nicole Bihar. I mean, a bunch of cars completely torn up. There is the 10 of Kyle Weatherman, your pole center. Shane Lee has damage in the 32. Who escaped it? Cass Gralla, Dalton Sargent, Rico Abreu, Travis Braden, and Mason Mitchell, Josh Williams, Kyle Benjamin, Terry Jones, Will Kimmel, and Bobby Gerhart, your top 10. As we're going to be having some pit stops here under this caution flag as they're getting adjustments made, new tires, and new Sunoco fuel. Let's take a look at the replay of the first crash in today's Lucas Oil 200. Okay, so the crash is going to occur when the 74 of Justin Haley bounces off the outside wall, and that's what's going to happen right prior to that, the 5 of Bobby Gerhart. Remember, he made that aggressive 4 wide move, and he's going to get a tap from the 15. Oh, no, Townley got into Bihar. Bihar got into Bobby Gerhart. Townley came back up the track into Ty Majeski in the 17. Bihar hits the inside wall. Shane Lee gets taken out. Kyle Weatherman. Here comes Scott Sheldon into the picture, and Terry Jones does a nice job getting through. But look at all this cars piling in. We're gonna take another look at this to get a little bit more views, but get a look at these cars just piling in. Sarah Cornett Ching, we have Thomas Prater running in. There's the 14 of Dustin Knowles. He got through it. But we're gonna see a lot more cars pile in. Let's take another look with the 05 with John West Townley, the Job Chevrolet. Right there, Townley gets into B. Hart, who gets into Bobby Gearhart, and Townley came back up the track into Majewski and Haley. And look at Snyder, look at Grant Anfinger, Brian Finney. Oh, look at the impact by Sarah Cornett. Chain lifts the 74 Justin Haley off the ground. A lot of hard hits here at Daytona on lap number 10 of 24. And Townley, I believe he's going to hit again. Eric Cotto runs right in the back of Townley. Look at Ed Pompa. Oh, look at ARCA brakes right there. The 27 of Ed Pompa. He just runs right into the 12 of Tyler Aldi. Didn't even try to slow down. Let's go on board with Ed Pompa in that 27 car. Runs right into the back of that 52 of Matt Krzyzewski. A lot of guards going behind the wall here from Daytona. And remember, we had pit stops during this caution flag. And he will be the first guy leaving pit road, and he'll be leading the race here from Daytona. It'll be the 13 of Rico Abreu winning the race off pit road. Cass Gralla, Mason Mitchell, Kyle Benjamin, and Travis Braden, your top 5 when we come back here to Daytona International Speedway. Okay, real quick, before that caution came out, this happened in lap number 5. We're going to see that number 7 of Cody Rohrbaugh. They're 4 wide back here. Rohrbaugh's going to hit the outside wall, and right there, look at the damage it does to the number 7 of Cody Rohrbaugh, a brand new team in the ARCA Racing Series. This happened on lap number 5. He hit the outside wall, destroyed his right side, and Rohrbaugh did take his car behind the wall, and he will finish 40th this afternoon from Daytona. Welcome back here to Daytona, the Lucas Oil 200 from the Daytona International Speedway. Cleanup at the turn 4 on the front straightaway has been cleaned up. The ARCA officials did a great job getting the mess that was created by a big crash that took out a good 13 cars. We had 27 cars remaining on track, being led by the 13 of Rico Abreu, who won the race off pit road. The 20 of Cass Gralla took the lead right when the caution came out. He'll be second on the outside. Mason Mitchell and Kyle Benjamin on row 2. And the 01 rookie Travis Braden lined up next to the 69 of Will Kimmel on row 3. Terry Jones and Tom Hezzer and Dalton Sargent and Sean Core. They make up your top 10. Josh Williams, Bobby Gearhart, Dylan Martin, Mark Thompson, Gus Dean, Dustin Knowles, Chris Bailey Jr., Blake Jones, Mike Basham, and Andy Seiss. Your top 20. We have 10 laps remaining. We had a couple of laps under yellow. A lot of cars out of the race after that big crash out of turn 4. Now we have the 13 of Rico Abreu, the 20 of Cass Gralla making the way into the tribal to get this race back underway from Daytona. Here we go to the line. We're back underway from Daytona. Pretty good jump there by the 13 of Rico Abreu on the inside line. The 20 of Cass Gralla. Pushing him is the 28 of Kyle Benjamin. On the inside, here comes the 78. Mason Mitchell pushing the 13 of Abreu out front at a turn number 2. The 13 of Abreu, the 78 of Mitchell. Now moving to the inside comes the 78 of Mason Mitchell. Abreu moves to the high lane to be picked up by Cass Gralla and Kyle Benjamin. Side by side, double wide throughout the entire first half of the field. Now Mitchell gets his nose to the inside of the number 13 of Rico Abreu. Making their way out of turn number 4. It will be 9 laps remaining here in the Lucas Oil 200 from Daytona. Now Travis Braden now looking to make it 3 wide for the lead. And Benjamin moves to the middle lane. Put the 20 of Cass Gralla hung dry on the outside line. And Benjamin comes down the track, gets into Travis Braden. And Braden's going to get in. Oh, there goes Jones in the back of Braden. Braden goes back up the track. Clips the 70 to Mason Mitchell with a hang on. A great save by Mason Mitchell and Travis Braden. What could have been a huge crash here in turn number 1 and 2. They hang on, and we stayed clean and green with the top 4 breaking away. Mason Mitchell was able to hang on after a tap from Travis Braden, and now they're 4 wide behind, and that's a 25 of Tom Hezzer in the outside wall here. So turns 3 and 4 in the outside wall, the 25 of Tom Hezzer. Falls back now outside the top 20. 48 Sean Cora falling back on the outside line. And now at the front, here comes back to the inside, the 20 of Cash Grella now trying to get second away from the 20 in of Kyle Benjamin. Ricky Raybrut now fourth, and now the pack back here, Travis Braden, Terry Jones that fell back after that little scare down in turn one a couple of laps ago. Now starting to catch the front four yet again. You just cannot pull away here at Daytona. And now look at the run by Will Kimmel. Look at the run by Travis Braden. They catch the front four at a high rate of speed. And now on the outside you have Benjamin and Braden. The 28 and the 01. But out in front, the 78, your 2014 champion Mason Mitchell. That's number 78 running full time in 2017. Looking to get his second career championship in the ARCA Racing Series. Cash Grella running the full year for GMS Racing. Ricky Raybrut running full time in the Truck Series with ThorSport Racing in the NASCAR KP Truck Series in 2017. Will Kimmel looking for his first career win. Dalton Sargent won one race last year. Now looking for a win here at Daytona. He's led the most laps today. And now here comes Grella, Mitchell, Abreu right on the inside line getting pushed by Will Kimmel. It will be now 6 to go, this time by Mason Mitchell in that 78, leading Rico Abreu now up into second place. Benjamin and Gus Dean in the outside wall off turn number 4. This is a, let's see how many cars this is. This is a 15-car pack racing for the lead, racing for the win here at Daytona. And it's a lot of good cars. Any of these guys in this front 15 can win this race. Even Bobby Gerhardt, who was in the mix of that entire wreck on lap number 10. Ricky Raybrut now moves to the inside, and he takes the lead away from Mason Mitchell on corner exit of turn number 2. Now 3 wide yet again. Here comes to 55. Dalton Sargent to the inside. 3 wide, entering turn 1, entering turn 3. Mitchell goes up high. Will Kimmel now stuck in the middle with Cash Grella pushing. Making the way out of turn 4. It'll be 5 laps remaining from Daytona. Travis Braden in the outside wall. And the 82 of Dylan Martin going below that yellow line. This is not going to end well for the 82 of Dylan Martin. Saddleway is trying to work his way back up the track. He does safely. Oh, no, not so fast. He's back on the apron, but he has a lot of space, a lot of room he can work his way up, and now he does. Abreu trying to block both lanes of traffic. Ricky Abreu saw the 55 of Dalton Sargent get a nice push from Will Kimmel on the outside line. He goes up and blocks that momentum. Now here comes Josh Williams with a pretty good run by Bobby Gerhardt. Now Abreu moves to the bottom of the track. Out of turn 4 now, it'll be 4 laps remaining. Rico Abreu, your outside pole center, leading Josh Williams on the inside. Dalton Sargent on the outside. Bobby Gerhardt in the mix. Mark Thompson's in the mix. Terry Jones is in the mix. Look at the variety of drivers at the front of the field. Veterans, champions, or rookies, all at the front. And now we have Josh Williams side by side with Rico Abreu. How about Gus Dean in the mix now, that 98 car. Mason Mitchell's back here, and there he goes, Mason 3 wide. Mason knows that 78 is very fast, one of the fastest cars we've seen today. Be able to make strong moves, aggressive moves. He knows time is running out for him to get a win here at Daytona. He needs to make moves quickly. He's right now in 7th place, the 5th car now in the inside lane. Or is it around 9th place, to be honest. And now Abreu went up and blocked the outside line. Here comes the momentum. The outside line. Rico Abreu, Dalton Sargent. Now Rico moves back to the inside lane. But now Sargent, he needs Will Kimmel to give him a nice push. And oh no, not so fast. He's going to be hung dry. Will Kimmel comes out through the middle in that 69 car. That's going to hurt the outside line with Will Kimmel, with Cash Grella, with Gus Dean, all on the outside line. Josh Williams, 3 wide on the inside line with Bobby Gerhardt. And they're still 3 wide out the front. Will Kimmel and Williams nearly make contact. They come from turn number 4. It'll be 2 to go. Here from Daytona, a nice run by Josh Williams to the back bumper of Rico Abreu, and Sargent scrapes the wall off turn 4. It's Rico Abreu, Josh Williams, Bobby Gerhardt, Mark Thompson, Terry Jones, the first 5 cars on the inside. Then you have the outside line being led by Will Kimmel, but now Abreu moves up high to block Will Kimmel. That leaves Williams on the inside line with Bobby Gerhart. Abreu just opened up the door for Josh Williams to get underneath, and now here comes the run by Bobby Gerhart into the inside line. But Abreu, a nice push by Will Kimmel, who pushes him back in front in the number 13. And Gus Dean in the wall. Dean falling back in the 98 car. A pretty good lead now by the 13 of Rico Abreu. They make the way from turn 4. It's Abreu, Gerhart, Williams, Thompson, and Growley. Your top 5. They come to the white flag. One lap remaining here at the Daytona International Speedway. Abreu has a pretty good lead, but that's not the lead you want to have here at Daytona, especially on the last lap. Bobby Gerhart, Mark Thompson trying to close in on the 13 of Rico Abreu. Can Gerhart win his 9th race at Daytona? Out of turn 2 they go. Here they go. They both to the inside. Bobby Gerhart, Mark Thompson, 3 wide. But neither one has a lot of help. Gerhart gets alongside the 13 of Rico Abreu. They make the way from turn 4. Gerhart has more help. Abreu trying to fight back on the outside line. Will it be a 9th win at Daytona? It appears so. Abreu fighting back on the outside. Drag racing the line. Bobby Gerhart will kick out 2017 with a win at Daytona. Bobby Gerhart wins the Lucas Oil 200 in the Lucas Oil Chevrolet and will go to victory lane in the Lucas Oil 200. What an outstanding finish to kick off the 2017 season. Bobby Gerhart in the 5, his 10th career ARCA Racing Series win, his 9th win here at Daytona. Bobby Gerhart gets the job done and will go to victory lane here at the Daytona International Speedway. What a great battle with him and the 13 of Rico Abreu 2nd. 3rd place for Mark Thompson. Mason Mitchell comes home to get a 4th place finish, and running out your top 5, the 30 of Terry Jones. A nice start to his 2017 season. And we had 27 cars finish the race. Eric Cotto, the last car on the lead lap. And that was an exciting finish here from Daytona. Bobby Gerhart, your winner, running the quadruple duty this week during speed weeks. His first race was the ARCA race, and he gets the job done, and he'll go to victory lane here from Daytona. So now on your screen, let's take a look at your results from today's race from Daytona. Bobby Gerhart, your winner. Rico Abreu 2nd. Nice run by Terry Jones, like we said, the top 5. Blake Jones comes up to get a 6th place finish. Sean Cora, Dalton Sargent, Cal Benjamin, and Will Kimmel comes home with a top 10 finish. You have Josh Williams 11th, Kaz Gralla. Nice run by Dylan Martin to kick off his rookie year. 13th, Travis Braden. Tom Hezzer fell back at the end. Andy Sice, Dustin Knowles, Gus Dean fell back at the end. He's 18th. John West Townley and Brian Finney. Round out your top 20. Look back at the last cars on the lead lap. Austin Cindric, Chris Bailey Jr., Shane Lee. All the way down to Nicole Behart and Eric Cotto. And you see the rest of the drivers who did not finish the race, being led by the 52 of Matt Krzyzewski in 28th. Cody Rohrbach crashed early in the race on lap 5. He will end the day in 40th place, the last car in today's race. But what a thrilling way to kick off the 2017 ARCA Racing Series season, the first ever ARCA race in the NASCAR mock season on this channel, and couldn't have been scripted any better. A great win, a great race, a lot of great racing. You saw the big one earlier in the afternoon, around halfway. And at the end of the day, it was the old veteran battling the old rookie, Bobby Gerhart and Rico Abreu. And Bobby Gerhart comes out on top and grabs his 9th career win at Daytona. That's not all the action you'll be seeing here from Daytona. On Wednesday night, the NASCAR Canyon Pro Series season premiere at New Smyrna Speedway. That'll be the next race. That'll be the next activity on this channel. And don't forget, on Thursday, the Can-Am Duels from Daytona. The race that will set the official starting grid for the Daytona 500. And then we also have the NASCAR Cape Truck Series and the NASCAR Xfinity Series next weekend, also right here from Daytona. And end it all, the Daytona 500, the 59th annual Daytona 500 will be next Sunday, one week from today. So that is all of the post-race news. Bobby Gerhart, your winner. Next race on for the ARCA Racing Series will be Mobile. So that will be the next race for this channel, for the series. So be on the lookout for that. Until then, congrats to Bobby Gerhart on the win, and we'll see you on Wednesday night for the NASCAR Canyon Pro Series season premiere. Goodbye, everyone.